Hello and welcome back to another low quality video on what I did this week. So if you're not familiar, I'm working on a game called Rocket, and it's an incremental game, and let's see what I did. So today was my quote unquote lock-in day, and I worked a bit. I'm not actually exactly sure where I was last time, but I worked a lot on continuing to implement the scientist, and the functionality that came with that. And I ended up sort of having to rewrite a couple of things. And there's still stuff that I've yet to, that probably also needs to be written that I've yet to rewrite, which is typically how game dev goes, but just sort of pushing through. Anyway, let's have a look. So, wait for it to load. So, I think the moving background was here last time. So the big things are, or is this guy. So when you click on it, you actually get an upgrade screen here. So there's kind of stuff to do when you can click and see the different things. I'm not sure why the text on this looks like it's above the modulate. Anyway, so we can select different segments. This will actually make a lot more sense if I show you this first. So in the game now, there is this little bar atop your hitbox. And you see when I click, the bar goes down. If I click a lot, the bar goes down to red. And if I leave it for a bit, it stays in blue, and then it goes into green, and it slowly builds back up. And so, as you could probably guess, when the bar is red, you do very little damage, and when the bar is blue, you do the most amount of damage. So this is where the numbers are. So when the bar is red, you do 0.2 times your normal damage. When it's orange, you do 0.4. When it's green, you do 1. And when it's blue, you do 2. The idea with this is I kind of want to give you the option, if you really want to play with the style where you just spam the click button. But I think a lot of people aren't going to want to do that. And it also kind of adds this extra, like this decision tree, which turns the game super linear into something that's way more branching, because then we can start to think, okay, like, should I prioritize going up, whatever route, if I want to like get the most amount of damage on red, or whatever else it might be. Like make the blue width bigger, or whatever. Sorry. So while I was talking, I'm going to pull up the debug menu, which is 3 buttons, and they add minerals. So I'll just skip this. So if I give myself a bunch of this new currency, it's called olivine. It's this one here. If I pull this up, you can see that these buttons are now visible. So now what I can do is I can actually upgrade. If I want red to be bigger for whatever reason, I can actually upgrade that. Now it takes up a bigger space of the pie. And then that might not make a lot of sense, but then, if I upgrade red to do a lot of damage, then it means that I can click really, really quickly, and I might think like, oh, I can click quickly enough where it's worth it to just make this red as big as I can, or whatever it might be. And so that, hopefully these two make sense. As for the third one, so this PC, well, I've made tooltips as well. So this is olivine per click. So I haven't fully finished implementing this yet, which I really wanted to get like this whole thing done by today so I could work on balancing next week, so hopefully get a demo out. But unfortunately that didn't quite happen, but the idea with this is when you click on, when it's whatever color, you get a certain amount of olivine per click. And what will happen is that if you get and it's fractional, so you might get 0.2 each click. So I think red gets, well, I've upgraded it now, but it's I think it starts at 1 or 0.1 or something per click, and then it goes up. So the idea is that you would prioritize a particular color, and then you would upgrade how much olivine that gives per click, so then you can get more olivine to upgrade the rest of these stats. Which I'm really looking forward to, like, actually having this fully implemented. I think it's going to add so much more kind of strategy around how you can actually get to the breakthrough in the fewest amount of days. And so if I just quickly move myself, there is like a little there is a little day counter in the top corner there. See, it's day 2, and that just ticks up every time you go up in the rocket. But yeah, so and then once that's implemented and once this feature is here, and I want to add a bit of dialogue as well. But once that's here, then I think I'm ready to kind of start pushing out a demo on Itch, start kind of getting a bit more involved in the Discord community, stuff like that. Stuff I really probably should be doing now, but just have postponed it just because I haven't had a huge amount of time. But I think that's mostly it for today. Everything else is looking pretty similar. There are still things that I want to fix up, like with this inventory and bugs like that, before I get it out. But realistically, like I think the idea is to get the game into the players' hands, and as long as the bugs aren't like detrimental, then it's not going to stop me from releasing the demo anytime soon. But I do have a list of things that I need to do. Like there are some bugs with this inventory and other stuff like that that I want to fix. But yeah, demo comes first. Yeah, I think that's it. There are also two more upgrades I want to add for this, but I'll keep those a secret so you can see what they are in the next video, hopefully, if I'm able to get them implemented. But that is it for today. And yeah, just to let you know, I mean, I've decided to do weekly uploads. You've probably just seen the previous weeks. I've been uploading them weekly for probably like 4 weeks by this point, which I'm excited to see what the game is like in 4 weeks' time. But then I'm going to do a monthly video at the end of each month, which just like compiles them all together, just because why not? And I probably will upgrade my camera one of these days. But that's it for this video. Yeah, subscribe, whatever else, and I'll see you in the next one. So yeah.